Hey guys, friends. So I'm wearing my glasses because I've been crying all day. So a little story time because I've never done a story time. So I went to work today and I got fired because of TikTok.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening, man? It's a very, very vulnerable moment for me because today, I lost my job for going live on TikTok.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be talking about fired from TikTok, dancing your way to unemployment. What I can say here: one viral dance at work, and suddenly HR is your biggest fan, firing you. Boss said focus on your job, but the algorithm said otherwise. Your last day came with the views, likes, and the final paycheck. Now you've got time to post, but no money for green lights. If it sounds familiar to you guys, let's dive into the videos and watch.
You guys, I got fired from my job this morning. I know I should be upset right now because, holy shit, I don't have a job anymore. But the reason was, insane. They literally pulled me in. HR, they pulled me in. They're like, unfortunately, you are way too famous to be working here. They're like, we discovered your TikTok. You're at 194 now. And we just can't have that because you're starting to get recognized throughout the office. People are going to your page, seeing you're talking about controversial shit. They're not loving it. It's not looking good for the business. You guys, I literally have 194 people. Are you serious? I'm just having fun shooting this shit with Bill, Bob, Joe, Schmo, and fucking Logan every now and then. Well, nice to have some lesbians on here, but unfortunately I'm giving straight. Don't know why. I mean, I do. Look at me. But anyway, yeah, they're like, it's just not gonna work anymore. So on to the next, I guess.
So what do you think about this, guys? Let me know in the comments below. And please like, share, subscribe. It's really important for me as make my channel grows, and I try to grow this channel. Okay, so I do appreciate this, guys. Okay, let's dive in the next video and watch.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening, man? It's a very, very vulnerable moment for me because today, I lost my job for going live on TikTok. My live was just to show a day in the life as a manager. I went live while I was doing payroll. I went another live when I was doing scheduling. It's in a corner. And one of my staff members, I guess, screenshotted or something and went to my regional and was like, Mark's going live at work. She said, asked me about the live, asked me what I'm doing. She came in today and was like, were you going live at work? I was like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, I go live when I'm sitting at my desk. I just pretty much, I prop the phone off in the corner. You can't really hear any sound. It's just more or less me working on music while Pandora plays if I'm at my desk. So why would you do that? I said, well, I do music and stuff on my TikTok, and one of my friends encouraged that I just show day in life and just kind of do things like that. I said, but I didn't think I violated any policies. He said, yeah. She's like, yeah, you can't be on your phone at work, on social media, you can't be live. I said, okay, well, I apologize, I won't do that no more. I was just more or less just trying to show my supporters what it was and just kind of give them an idea of what I was doing and just kind of being just being transparent in my life, just like I'm trying to do right now. And she was like, Mark, well, unfortunately, you just told me that you're going live on the clock to get paid through another entity, and unfortunately, that's a violation of our policy. We don't feel like you've been in it. It looks like you're focused somewhere else. Mind you, I just redid our policy today. I just did all of our SOPs for our new training process. Just rebuilt the binder. Just did a month's worth of schedules. I mean, I just did everything I need to do. All my stuff is caught up, by the way. I'm not behind on anything in regards to my work and anything I got going on. I was like, well, I just was doing, during my productive hours. I didn't think this would, contribute negatively towards what we got going on. She was like, unfortunately, it's out of my hands. I said, have you seen my lives? She's like, no. I said, well, can I show you what the live is? I said, I can't give you an idea to maybe lighten the load in regards to what happened. So she's like, yeah, let me. So she wanted to look at it. She was like, oh. Well, that's besides the point. Mark, regardless if you didn't put the information in there or anything, you can Google your name and know where you work. You can Google you and find out where you are. This is why we encourage people to be private on social media, because people can see what you're doing, what you got going on, and because of what you're doing and where you're doing it at, it can negatively impact the business. In my mind, I'm thinking like, I don't know where the negativity can happen behind promoting being productive at work. So I'm like, okay, well, no problem. I was like, where do we go from here? I said, I can stay off. She was like, unfortunately, we gonna let you go. No warning, no write-ups. Just let me go. Man, it broke my heart because I really was trying my best to focus on culture, work on bringing people together, trying to find that balance. I had never worked in animal health before, so my learning curve was a little wider than usual, so I don't want to give no excuses or act like I was perfect, but I really was trying. I was doing my best. I actually went to work today at 6 a.m. just to make sure I'm prepared for our meeting today. I went in early just to take care of whatever we need to be taken care of, just to kind of say I was having a good day. I was having a good day. I was having one. And, you know, it really, like I said, broke my heart, man. And then when I got home, my heart was broken even more. I talked to my brother about it. He was like, man, it's because you're supposed to be doing this social media stuff. You're supposed to be putting out this music. You're supposed to be singing. You're supposed to be doing it for, you know, you're supposed to be doing it for a living. You're not supposed to be going to work. You're not supposed to be clocking in nowhere. And I go out and look at my backyard, and I see like a whole family of deer. I was like, man, it's deer in my backyard. He said, that's a sign. It's a sign of life after. I'm like, man, I'm not trying to hear that, man. I'm trying to figure this thing out called life. If you know anything about me, I just flipped my car a month ago. Just flipped off the highway randomly. So my car situation kind of messed up, you know. Got this big house, just me now. Income stopping for a little bit. And then, you know, I sat down on my couch, and I was really emotional. And I was like, you know, bro said to be on this live and post more. So I was sitting on the couch, and I was like, man, God had put a song on my heart that really had me in tears. So I'm really not crying because of the job. I wasn't emotional because of the job. I was emotional because of the song God put on my heart. And the song, it was like this old song we used to sing back in the day. But it go like this. It makes no difference what you're going through. You're gonna make it. God's gonna see it through. So hold your head up. Put a smile on your face, 'cause this is another test. It won't last always. So get ready for your blessing. Get ready for your miracle. And I'm just asking God for a miracle, man, because I've been going through it. And I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing no more, man. So, hey, man, if y'all going through something, understand the troubles ain't gonna last always. Get ready for your blessing. Get ready for your miracle. Doors gonna open up for you. I'm speaking that to myself, because, man, I ain't even told my family yet. They probably gonna find out from TikTok. So.
Yeah, I feel sorry for this gentleman. Hope he's gonna be okay, you know, and he'll find a new job and everything's gonna be okay. I'm definitely praying for this. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what do you think about that? You know, you see, I'm trying to put different things here in our show to show you what can happen when you use TikTok on work, you know. And let me know, are you using your TikToks on work, and have you ever done TikToks on work? And it will be very interesting for me to read all the comments. I'm trying to read all the comments right now, you know, and I will be happy to do that. So let me know in the comments below about that. Okay, let's dive in the next video and watch, guys.
This is a PSA to not post day in the life, get ready with me, come to work with me when you are really working. I don't care how much you blur it out, there's always going to be a slip up. If you guys know, I post content on here, Instagram, LinkedIn all the time. I have just as many followers on my other platforms as I do on here. So all I do is post content, come work with me, things like that. But I posted a video on here that got me fired. And like many other people, you want to advocate, say, hey, this is what a day in the life of a logistical analyst, procurement, whatever, right? You want to show people ask like, hey, what do you do in your day to day while you're working, to see if your career is something that they want to develop in. And like this video, it was really no different than my other content, except I kind of dived a little bit deeper and obviously too deep, right? So let's get into it. So this particular video, and it might still be on my page on TikTok. I know it's not obviously on my Instagram anymore, and that's where I got caught. But this video was a particular day in the life of me greeting my employees, going through my workflow, showing my phone, my work phone, and things like that. Literally knew all about the content, blurring it out, not zooming in, staying very far from the screen, right? But there was a slip up in my video. And honestly, the slip up was so much discreetful that I really did not even get called in about this until a month later. That's how like minimal this situation was and how oblivious I was. Like, what? When it kind of got brought to me, I was like, when did I even post this? Because I post content so much that I didn't even realize, right? But long story short, I posted the video. There was a piece in it about showing what customers put in as far as their conversations, and that part I did not blur out. It was too much of a risk analysis if somebody really wanted to go ahead and crack the code of like who this customer was, what was going on, where do they live, right? And the company brought it to my attention. Somebody previously had did a day in a life situation and they had to let them go. My video was, when I say 99% like being like closed lip, you didn't even know the company that I was talking about or the project that I was working on. But that one little slip up cost me my job. And as sorrowful as I was, it was nothing that I could do. They were very nice. I was a great employee. They actually gave me a referral and a recommendation for my current role because it was a very unfortunate. We did it before. We had to do it again for you. Like we could not, show favoritism type of thing. But this goes to show you, no matter how good you do your job, keep your job to yourself. You can tell your people, your friends at a happy hour, like, oh, I did this. Don't bring that shit to TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Don't talk about your employees. Don't talk about nothing. Keep it on the low. Even on LinkedIn. If you don't want to post every time you get a new role on LinkedIn, who cares? You don't need to, right? Keep it very discreet, because I wish I did.
Yeah, I feel sorry for this lady, definitely. Just, you see, she have a good advice. Don't post anything on TikTok while you're working, Man, right now, becoming harder and harder to post any videos on TikTok while you're working. Maybe we don't need to do that. What do you think about this, guys? Let me know in the comments below. Let's dive into the next video and watch, guys.
Hey guys, friends. So I'm wearing my glasses because I've been crying all day. So a little story time because I've never done a story time. So I went to work today and I got fired because of TikTok. I saw on Friday some girl from a different location that I don't even know viewed my profile because in my office I did my due diligence, whatever that word is, and I blocked everyone just in case because I know there's people out there that love to see you doing bad in your life. But I guess she found me. She doesn't have my phone number. She doesn't know my username, my last name. I really don't know how she found me, but as soon as I saw that she viewed my profile on Friday, I immediately blocked her. But I guess she saved my videos, sent it to the higher end in a different office, and they called me into the room today, told me to delete all my videos when I was on break. I wasn't on company time. I was doing like come with me on my break videos in my car, never showing where I work, the location, the name of where I work, nothing. All they said was, due to HIPAA, we're firing you. And everyone else got time to delete all their shit so they don't get fired. And literally right after I got fired, a mass email went out about a new policy that you cannot do TikToks on company time or on the property, or you'll be terminated after I got fired. So honestly, guys, I'm just grateful that I have a support system. I've been putting out my resume, and I already have interviews today and tomorrow, so I don't have no doubt. I have a lot of experience. I'm not worried about finding another job. I did like my job just because, you know, I'm comfortable just like everybody else, and it was like literally 5 minutes from my house, so I was able to drop my kids off every day. It just meshed well and worked well with my everyday life. But I'm gonna try and stay positive. I've been crying for like 3 hours straight, so I'm over that now. I'm over that little hump. But anyways, has any of y'all been fired due to TikTok? Someone said I can like get an attorney and stuff, but honestly, I ain't got time or money to go through all that, and I just can't go without a paycheck. So I'm just trying to find another job and focus on that for my kids and my family. But has this happened to any of y'all? I would really like to know what you guys did, or what the process was, or how you felt, because it's just crazy to me that someone literally saved my videos, sent it to them. I blocked them so they can't even find me if they wanted to, and they just can't see me doing good. All I'm trying to do is get a little bit extra cash, views, whatever, for some money for my family. I'm not even TikTok famous. I've never gotten 1 cent from TikTok yet. But yet they had a tattletale on me. And then I'm getting anonymous text messages, guys. It's like crazy. This person snitched on you. Like, nobody has my number. It's just so upsetting, I'm not gonna lie. But I've taken up too much of y'all's time, so yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about this, guys? You know, this lady's story is pretty bad, you know. So she got fired, and they just sent this letter to every one of their employees that you cannot use TikTok on their property. Quite controversial, you know, from my opinion. What do you think about that, guys? Let me know in the comments below. Let's jump in next videos and watch, guys.
I got fired because of a TikTok. And it was the best thing that ever happened to me. A few weeks ago, I was living in Houston, working full-time as a paralegal at a law firm. I started a TikTok account in Spanish where I shared what it was like working in a law office. So one day that management called me in. They had found my TikTok and they told me that they have decided to let me go. I packed my things and moved to Austin. But now I know that God used that moment to wake me up. I decided to go all in on content creation and chase the dream of being able to serve full-time in my church. Sometimes when God closes a door, it's because He's aligning you with His plan.
Yeah, you see, this lady found a positive in her life from firing from her job. So, you see, she's pretty happy and satisfied right now. I'm wishing her the best, and I hope everything's gonna be alright with her. Okay, guys, so let's dive to the next video and watch.
Stop making TikTok videos at work. Stop going live on TikTok at work. I just watched a video of a guy. I don't want to stitch the video because I don't want to embarrass the dude, but this guy had just got fired because he went on live on his TikTok at work. And this dude was apparently a manager, and he said he got fired all in one day. I guess someone from HR approached him and asked him if he went live on his TikTok. He said, yeah, yada, yada, yada. Someone suggested I show like a day in the life of what I do for work. And again, apparently this dude was a manager, so he should have been aware. And I'm not trying to insult the man, okay? Like, I'm not. But this is a prime example of just because someone else does something doesn't mean you should do it too. I know there's plenty of people, especially like a lot of those tech people that be showing their jobs, talking about like a day in the life of a Microsoft employee, and then they show the person working, and then they only work for like 3 hours, and then pretty much the rest of the day, it's like they're just pretty much having snacks, they're playing ping pong, they're pretty much not working. It's like they're really only working like 3 hours a day, and then they just spend the rest of the day like doing whatever. Just because other people do it, man, doesn't mean you should do it. It's like this dude, I sat there and I watched this whole video, and then he even made a follow-up video to someone that commented like, There's a bunch of people that get on TikTok and talk about how they got fired from their job for making a TikTok or for going live, and they sound surprised. Like, that's common sense. That's common sense. You're at work working and then you're on TikTok live. That's just like you clocking into your job and then you clocking in to another job at the same time. They really need to start adding common sense as an elective in college, man, because I really do feel like people lack common sense. I don't ever make lives. I don't ever make videos or go live on my TikTok when I'm at work. I don't ever do that. My TikTok has nothing that involves my work. Okay? All you all need to know is like, I work in management at a hotel here in Houston. That's it. That's it. You don't need to know where I work at. You all don't need to know like how many people I manage. Like, none of that. None of that. I would never talk about that. I would never showcase that on my TikTok because I refuse to give the company any sort of ammunition to use against me. It's like so many people get on this app, yo, and then they start crying about how they got fired from their job. As a matter of fact, there was another girl that got fired from her job. She was sitting at her desk and her boss dead ass came up to her and was like, "You're fired. Give me your keys. You must leave right now." And she was like, "For real?" And her boss was like, "Yeah, give me your keys right now." And then she was like, "Here you go." She was like, "For real?" She was like, "Yeah, you gotta leave." It's like people just don't have any sort of common sense, man. Don't have any sort of common sense. I've been thinking about this for a couple of hours now because I'm like, this dude really doesn't see anything wrong with what he did. Like, it's crazy, man. It's mind-blowing. It really is. But I just want to get out here and talk about that, man. Don't make TikToks or go live when you're on a job. Okay, just because someone else does it doesn't mean you should do it too. Because as soon as you do it, guess what's going to happen? Just don't do it.
Definitely, I agree with this gentleman. You know, just try to separate your business life with your personal life. And if you want to do TikTok in your personal life, not a big deal. I think it's gonna be okay. But just don't mix it with your business life, with your work, with your 9 to 5 time work. You know, just don't do this. You see, this is why I'm putting different stories from different people on the show, so you know it could be useful for you guys, and it's gonna be a good advice for you too. Okay, guys, let's dive in the next video and watch.
Please tell me y'all saw the video of the man who said that he got fired because he was doing payroll on live and he couldn't believe that they let him go. He was like, "Well, I was just trying to do a day in the life. I wanted to show the people that support me what I be doing at work." So you're doing payroll at work. Why are you on live? Not only that, people don't even normally have people in the room with them when they're doing payroll because these are people, this is sensitive information. This ain't everybody's business. And not only that, now granted, I don't think anybody could see the screen, but that's not the point. You were on live at work. He was like, one of his co-workers had reported him or whatever. And it was like they was being a hater. They may have been being a hater, but again, as an adult, you should know what you're not supposed to do at work. And being on live doing payroll is insane. Not only that, they were like he was in direct violation of their policies because he was going to potentially get money from another entity while he was at work. He was on the clock. Everything do not have to be documented, y'all. Why can't y'all show before y'all go to work, when y'all on y'all way to work, when y'all leaving work? I don't have to see you being at work physically. I get you got a job, baby. We don't need to see y'all that. And y'all be surprised that y'all get let go. Stop. When are y'all going to learn? Everything don't need to be seen. We believe y'all. Dang.
What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments below. Does this lady right or not? Okay, let's dive into the next video and watch, guys.
So here is on. It is the Shy's little show or whatever. Clock it. From the clock the school's tea that I was working at. So why I go all the way up to admin building HR. These people, they're talking to me all nice. You feel me? Giggity, giggity, whoop, 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 whoop. So they talking to me nice or whatever, everything. I'm thinking I'm going in there to go take a test. Right. Not a test. Not going to go take a test at all. It's a meeting. A meeting with the principal at the school. And a meeting with HR. Okay? Clock it. Now, usually I would be mad about something like this, but it's not getting under my skin because I'm me and I'm forever gonna be me. Fired or not, I'm still gonna be me. On the internet, off the internet. You get me? So anyways, I'm at the admin building or whatever, and the principal had left. She had left before I got there because I got there a little late, and I called and told them I was gonna be a little late. Okay, clock it. So anyways, I get to the building, I come in and everything, use my little, because I had my ID badge from the school with me. Use my ID badge to get in there, whatever, to check me in, all that, walk me to the back. So I'm waiting on the man to get done having a conversation or whatever. So after the man gets done having his conversation, he called me to the back. He like, Miss Williams, can you come in here, whatever? Ooh, he got a little folder sitting on his motherfucking, little folder sitting on his desk. So I'm like, okay. Y'all, why this motherfucker goes to say, as of today, you no longer work at the school. You have been terminated. In my head, I'm like, well, what the fuck did I do? I ain't did shit. I've been doing my job, right? Like, fuck did I do? Y'all, these fucking people fired me for TikTok. I kid you not. I kid you not. I kid you not. I can't wait to get my paperwork so I can show y'all. These people fired me for TikToks. Because kids know me on TikTok. Never gave none of these kids my TikTok name. None of that. I got fired from my job as of today, of Valentine's Day of 2025, for TikToks. So now here I am, fired, unemployed as fuck. I mean, I still got an overnight job though. Clock it. Still got an overnight job, but fired as a teacher for TikToks.
Yeah, I feel sorry for this lady. I hope she's gonna be okay too, you know. I see, even if you are a teacher, you can be fired from TikTok. So, if you're doing TikTok while you're working as a teacher. It's quite a bad situation. Okay, guys, let's dive in the next video and watch.
So I just got caught into work, but it's not for the right reasons. It's not because I'm about to work, it's because of social media. They said, hey Ray, I was wondering if you can come in right now to talk about our social media policies. I already know where this is going. They told me that I'm not in trouble, that I'm good, but of course, should be a fun talk. For cologne, I'm thinking, I'm gonna throw on Valentino for cologne. To be fair, I haven't recorded on the clock. I've been recording before work and after work. I'm not sure what the real issue is. It should be a fun talk, but I'm pretty sure I'll do pretty well talking about it. We'll see. We'll figure it out once we get there. We'll improvise. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna post this video, but because of the fact that they might not allow me to post anymore about this situation. But let's go talk this out. What do y'all think of the outfit? Is it giving like I'm an entrepreneur who does social media and works at HEB as a car pusher? Should be a fun talk. Let's go. The worst thing about all this is that I don't think I'm gonna get paid for going in right now, which is kind of an issue for me because time is money, money is time. I'm joking. All right, I just got here and coming in to talk to your manager on your day off is kind of insane. So I better get paid for this, but I'll update y'all after. Well, if I'm even able to post this video.
Yeah, definitely. You see people fired from TikTok that they're doing on their work. So, you know, guys, be careful and just, you know, probably don't do that. But in any case, let me know in the comments below what do you think, guys. And thank you for your like, share, subscriptions. It's really important for me and it's helped my channel grow. So I hope you enjoy the episode today and see you next one. And like always, guys, be safe and bye-bye.